Hello guys, welcome to the Alpha Trading Room. I heard many people saying that stock market is a gambling thing. First of all, I like to say some examples. Um, if you take some persons like Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, Vijay Kedia, Radha Krishnan, they are they made a huge money through stock market in the by following the factor compounding their wealth. So, if Rakesh Jhunjhunwala gambled in stock market, he wouldn't make 3,000 crores. And if Vijay Kedia gambled in stock market, he wouldn't reach the 400 plus crores by making wealth through stock market. The stock market is gambling only for the peoples who didn't learn the things properly but eagerly to make money in very short term. So, for example, they can by initially if they enter the stock market in the bull phase, whatever they are betting or whatever they are keeping their money on some stocks, it will give them profit, but it won't continue to give profits to them, and later they lost all the money by not understanding the markets and market sentiments, what's happening in the global markets, so they can lose the money continuously, and they will blame the markets. It is a gambling. One day it's coming 1,000 rupees, another day it's going 10,000 rupees. So as a finance student, we can understand the terms properly, as I said in the previous video. So if we understand and if our analysis is good in the stock market, we can judge the stocks, or in not meaning the judge, we can analyze the stock properly. And the main thing is, before entering any trade, we should have a reason to buy or we should have a reason to sell. Without the reason, by like what, uh, if I entered airlines trade and I am thinking, okay, 1,000 rupees profit, if it comes 1,000 rupees profit, I will exit the trade, but I will not, because it may touch 800 rupees profit and it start falling down, and I am keep sitting on seeing the screen. Okay, let's go to 1,000, let's go to 1,000. This is not how the stock market works. This is not how you can make money, or how you can increase the wealth by investing. You have to understand the price movements and support and resistance level in the market. So what is support and resistance? It's very simple. Resistance is a kind of barrier, like if the price hits the resistance level, it will start falling down. So the same thing is like support. If the price of the stock hits the support zone, it start bouncing back. So understanding the support and resistance level of the stock is an important thing for the beginners to understand. So for how we can find the support and resistance, it's very easy. So for example, I'm seeing this HDFC stock, okay? So, okay, I will explain with some good thing. Wait, I'm just drawing a simple line, okay? See, huh. Here, this is the 1 day chart, okay? Every candles you are seeing is the 1 day price level. So, if I am drawing this, I am taking this high, okay? There is a high and low in the stock market. This is the basic things. So, this is okay. Mm, 8 to 2019, it hits this maximum of 772 price, okay? The same thing, it start falling down after hitting the price, okay? So after some consolidation happened, after some price movements changed to the downside, it again start moving to this resistance level. Then you can see, after touching this line, it will start falling again. So we can clearly predict that this is act as the resistance level. Okay, so after hitting the resistance, the stock will again start falling down. And so you can ask, okay, when it will go up after crossing the resistance line. It is, for example, how to say, yeah, we can see that the stock price movements continuously trying to go above the resistance level. It always does that. Okay, so after some consolidation, after some market, like what a very strong bullish movement of the stock, when it breaks this resistance line, the stock trend moves to the bullish zone and or buy zone, whatever you can say. The stock is going to up. The same thing is for support zone. Support zone is, I said, like it will act as some support when the price movement hits the support line. For example, you can see here it tests the low. Okay, for this is for a general purpose only. I'm saying, like, basic purpose. There is so many things behind the support and resistance line. In the upcoming videos, I will explain the further things on the detailed descriptions of what is support and resistance. So this is if you are taking this as a support line, okay, this is the low. 705 is the low on the day of 12/3/2019. When it touches the resistance line, then it will start moving towards the support line. Okay, you can clearly see that it comes near to the support line here. It touches the support line and it raised back. See, after touching the support line, there will be the much supply side. Like for example, there will be the more buy orders on the support line. But there are so many factors or connecting to the stock price movements. I'm simply giving a example only. Okay, don't follow this. Always when it touches the support line, it will bounce back because when the market sentiment is too bearish and when it breaks the support line, it will fall more. So you have to see whether the momentum of the stock is changing or not at this time. If you can see when it touches the support line, it start going up in the next 2 days, but still it is not a good support level and it not reach the exact zone, supply zone. Okay, so when it start going downwards again at this level, you can see some volumes are changing here. This is the volume charts. Volumes are nothing, one buy and one sell. Like if I am buying the stock of Infosys, and if you are selling the stock of the Infosys, this one order is equal to one volume. So there are a huge number of millions of volumes are happening at the time. Okay, come back to the support level. When it hits the support level, uh, then it start moving up. Okay, then it broke the resistance level. See here, when some bad market sentiment coming, or some kind of negative news coming in the stock, it's it broke the support level here. You can clearly see there is a huge gap down of the stock. Okay, and also this technical followed. When it broke the support level, it went to bearish mode of the stock. Bullish and bearish is nothing. When the stock is in the uptrend, it is called bullish. When the stock is in the downtrend, it is called bearish. Okay, but okay, for a general example, I am telling here also you can see, because when we draw this support and resistance line before like what July 2019, in February 2020 also it is following that support and resistance level here, till again it tries to break the resistance line. When it breaks, it went up a little, and also some other resistance is there. And when it's, oh shit, uh, when it start coming down, and it breaks the support level, and the stock moves into the downtrend. So this is how this support and resistance line works. And also one thing is that When it breaks the resistance line, the resistance will act as a support in the future. And also, when it breaks the support line, the support will act as a resistance in the future. See, when it breaks the support line, the stock is trading below the support line. So when it comes back to the support line level, that line will act as a resistance also. Okay, so this is uh, like vice versa. Like you can understand, right? I am trying to explain the things as much as possible. I am not a kind of faculty or what. I am just trying to give a head start for you juniors who don't have any idea how it works, and it is very difficult to follow. Uh, so when it is difficult to follow at the beginning level, you guys can easily lose the interest. So only I am trying to give a little head start for you guys. Okay, in the next video, I will come up with the uh, how the support and resistance works, and basic things of stock market, and further details I can explain you. Thank you.